Before we go ahead and solve questions related to equilateral triangles, let us look at the formula for calculating the area of the equilateral triangle. Now, the formula for calculating the area of an equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 times the side square. Now, let us derive this formula in order to understand the concept much better. Now, we know that an equilateral triangle has sides of same length. Okay, let us assume that the length of the side is S. So all of the three sides will be of S, let's say centimeters. Now, from the traditional formula of calculating the area of a triangle, we have it as A is equals to half into base into height. Now here we don't have the height, we know the base, and that's the side. So half into side into h. Now let us calculate the height of this triangle. Now if I draw a line connecting the top vertex of the triangle and the midpoint of the base, this will be perpendicular to the base. So the left part of the base will be s by 2, half of it, and the right will be half of it. Now we need to calculate what is h. As this is a right angle triangle, I can apply Pythagoras theorem. So the hypotenuse square, that is s square, is equals to base square plus height square. So s by 2 square plus height square. Okay, we need height. So h square is equals to s square minus s square by 2 square is 4. So therefore height square is equal to 4s square minus s square by 4, that is 3 by 4 s square. Taking root on both the sides, we have h is equals to root 3 by 2 s. Okay, now put this value of h here in this equation. So area is equals to half of s times root 3 by 2 s. Okay, so we have root 3 by 4 s square as the area. So this is how we got this formula. Now let us solve questions related to an equilateral triangle. What is the approximate area of an equilateral triangle with the side as 20 centimeters? So we know the formula for calculating the area of an equilateral triangle, that's root 3 by 4 times the side square, and we have been given the side. So we have root 3 by 4 times 20 square, that's root 3 by 4 times 400. So 4 times 100 is 400. Okay, now what is the approximate value of root 3? Well, you should remember it is 1.73. So this becomes 1.73 times 100. So this is equals to 173 centimeter square. So this is the approximate value, option A. If the side of an equilateral triangle is decreased by 20%, its area will be decreased by how much percent? So this is our equilateral triangle. Let us assume that the side of this equilateral triangle is 10. Now what will be the area? So the area, let us denote it as A1, will be root 3 by 4 times the side square, that's root 3 by 4 times 10 square, that's root 3 by 4 times 100. Okay, so 4 times 25 is 100. So therefore we have A1 is equals to 25 root 3. We have this thing. Now what has been said is that this side is decreased by 20%. Now what is 20% of 10? Well, 20% of 10 is 2. So this is decreased by 2 centimeters or 2 units. So 10 minus 2 is 8. So the new side of the equilateral triangle is 8. Now let us calculate the area if the side is 8. So A2 will be root 3 by 4 times the side square. So times 8 times 8. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 2s are 16. So A2 is equals to 16 root 3. Now we want to calculate the decrease percentage of the area. That means by how much percent is the area decreased. So decreased percentage will be equal to, what is the decrease in area? Well, 25 root 3 minus 16 root 3 is the decrease. On what is the decrease? Well, the decrease was on the initial area. The initial area became the final area. So divided by the initial area, that's 25 root 3. And to make it a percentage, times 100. So 25 times 4 is 100. This is equals to 25 root 3 minus 16 root 3 is 9 root 3 divided by root 3 times 4. This gets cancelled. 4 9s are 36. So 36% is the answer. Option A. An equilateral triangle is described on a diagonal of a square. What is the ratio of the area of the triangle to that of the square? So the question is like this. You have a square, and taking the diagonal of the square as the base, you are drawing an equilateral triangle. Okay, so let us assume that the side of this square is S. Now you will need the base of this, or the side of this triangle. Let that be, let's say, X. Now as this is a right angle triangle, we can calculate the value of X in terms of S, right? So this is also S because this is a square. So I can write hypotenuse square X square is equals to base square plus height square. So S square plus S square, right? So X square is equals to twice of S square. So therefore X is equals to root 2 root S square. So I can write X as S root 2. Now we have got the value of X. Now let us see what is asked in the question. What is the ratio of the area of the triangle to that of the square? So area of the triangle to that of the area of the square, right? Now what is the area of an equilateral triangle with side X? That will be root 3 by 4 X square upon what is the area of a square? That's side square. We know the side as S. So this can be written as, put the value of X here. So root 3 by 4 X square, so it becomes S square, and root 2 square, that's 2, divided by, we have S square. So S square gets cancelled out. We have root 3 times 2 by 4. 2 times 2 is 4. So root 3 by 2. So the ratio is root 3 is to 2. So we have the answer. Option C.